Well, Sean, it's been a very challenging time for so many of the great charities here in the Valley, and the Shade Tree is still doing excellent work, even despite the pandemic. Right now, they're prepping and actually asking for volunteers to help all the children living at the shelter. As the school year reapproaches, we want to make sure they are kept on track with their learning.
Absolutely, especially considering they're going to be learning from a distance. And here joining us to tell us how they're doing just that is Linda Perez. She is the CEO of the Shade Tree. It's great having you back, Linda. How are you?
Great. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me back. And I've missed you guys. Can't wait to actually be in the studio again and give you guys a hug.
2021 will be great.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a year. It'll be fun.
For sure.
Let's talk about the Shade Tree and how you're prepping for the start of the school year later this month. I know it's stressful for all parents right now, and in particular, I mean, there's a different set of challenges for the kids over at the Shade Tree. So how are you prepping?
Yeah, it is. This has been a challenging time for everybody. And as in March, when all of this happened, it was, our team getting into this mode of like crisis, like, what do we do? How do we handle this? And we've been able to adapt. I'm very proud of my team. We've been very proactive in our precautionary measures for both our staff and our clients. And now we have something else. We've been keeping up with the times of CDC guidelines. We've been updating our protocols, and now we have a new situation, and that is following the CCSD with the school district and seeing what they were going to do. So now that we know, it is important that we prepare internally for the shelter for the children that we have here. Mm-hmm. It's very important that they continue their education. It is a challenging time, and it add on to that the stress of being in a shelter. If our children, if it was their choice, they would not choose to be in a shelter during this time. Yeah. So we want to make sure that they get a comfortable, structured learning environment, just as they would as if they were in their homes. So that's what we're preparing to do right now.
Absolutely. How can the community help you?
Well, this will be based out of our Children's Activity Center for the most part. We have children in shelter right now that are pre-kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. So we have established 3 areas within the shelter area. One, a place for our littles. Then we have a learning lab, which will house our middle school children. Mm-hmm. And then we have Cox Technology Center that will be for our teenagers. So with those 3 areas, obviously, we would need some support from the community, and therefore the call to action is for volunteers. Mm-hmm. And we're looking for volunteers to help us in maintaining the rooms and the structure and the flow of everything while the children are in school. And we're looking for volunteers to be 18 years of age or older, with a high school diploma or a GED. And if they are interested, we do require a background investigation, as well as an orientation, a volunteer orientation. Now, the orientation is virtual, so it makes it convenient for everybody. Mm-hmm. And we're asking for people to commit at least 1 day a month. However, multiple days would be great. And the times that we're looking for is between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. We're not asking for the whole time, but just whatever time that they can commit to, then we will work with the rest of our volunteers in making sure that our schedules are full.
This is great. And I'm thinking of all the kids that are maybe going to school to become teachers one day. This could be a great opportunity for them to get there and kind of get sort of that classroom experience. How do people sign up? How do they get the ball rolling if they wanted to come by and help?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to our website at theshadetree.org, or you can email us at info at our volunteer email, or you can give us a call at 702-385-0072. And I want to say that I am so grateful. Since this press release went out, we have had so much love and support from the community, and we're getting so many requests already. So I can just tell you that, yeah, we're so proud of our children. They've been so resilient throughout this COVID, this COVID ordeal, but also just seeing their resilience and their just determination. And we want to make them feel comfortable and safe and still have fun. So,
yeah. Well, you're doing a fantastic job. We're incredibly proud of the work that you do. We thank you for joining us, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
All right. If you want to become a volunteer, just go to theshadetree.org. We thank Linda so much for joining us today.